There are things a man can forgive, and then there are things a man should never, ever tolerate. Most men get it wrong. They call it compromise. They call it keeping the peace. They call it love. But spoiler alert, it's not love, it's surrender. And surrender in the wrong relationship, it's like giving your Netflix password to someone who keeps changing your recommendations to reality TV. Painful. Flirting with other men to get a reaction, mocking you in public and calling it just a joke, withholding affection to control you, pushing your boundaries just to see if you'll break. These aren't harmless quirks. These are tests. Tests that will cost you her respect, your dignity, and eventually your sense of self. Think of it as a psychological obstacle course without the fun prizes. If you want to know the 8 behaviors no man with self-respect should ever tolerate, stay locked in. By the end of this, you won't just see relationships differently, you'll see yourself differently. And yes, you might even start laughing at the nonsense. Like, wait, she actually thought that would work? Trust me, it happens. Number 1, flirting with other men to get a reaction. If you have self-respect, you do not tolerate this. You don't laugh it off, you don't excuse it, you don't pretend it's harmless. You walk. Walking isn't just a power move, it's cardio. Think of it as a mental and physical double win. When a woman flirts with other men in front of you, she isn't being friendly. She's testing your value as a man. Women don't always test with words, they test with actions, pushing your calm to see if your frame will break. That accidental touch, that just joking laugh at another man's jokes, it's a calculated test. Most men fail spectacularly. They either overreact and look insecure, or underreact and seethe silently. Both outcomes say the same thing. She controls you. And once she knows she controls you, respect dies faster than a phone battery at 1%. Here's the brutal truth. This is not a game of friendship. It's about ego feeding. And if it's consistent, it's testing your tolerance limits. A Stoic man? He doesn't get jealous. He doesn't mark territory like a dog guarding a bone. He sees disrespect for what it is and enforces his boundary. I don't compete for attention. If you want to behave like you're single, be single. But I won't share my life with someone who disrespects me to feed her ego. Calm, clear, unshakable. Paradoxically, the calmer you are, the more she respects you. Because she expects panic, begging, desperation, but when she doesn't get it, she realizes she's facing a man untouchable. Respect either grows or she leaves. And that's okay, because a man grounded in self-respect never compromises it. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. And if it is not acceptable, do not tolerate it." Flirting to provoke, not acceptable. So here's the rule. If she needs to make you feel small to feel powerful, she doesn't belong in your life. And while we're leveling up, hit subscribe for the Magnet Code, where we teach men how to attract women without breaking a sweat. Because chasing scraps, that's so last season. Number 2, weaponizing tears to avoid accountability. If you're a man of self-respect, never tolerate this. The tactic is ancient. She crosses a line, and instead of taking responsibility, she cries. The trembling voice, the dramatic gasps, suddenly you're comforting her. Accountability vanishes faster than socks in a laundry. This isn't real pain. Real pain deserves empathy. But crocodile tears? That's control disguised as sadness. It works because most men hate seeing women cry. It hits a primal nerve. But let tears blind you, and you become manipulable, like a puppet whose strings are being pulled by a waterworks department. A Stoic man doesn't take the bait. He redirects calmly. I'm holding you accountable. We can address your feelings, but first we address what happened. No yelling, no negotiation, no letting fake tears erase responsibility. Because if you give in, you teach her that mistakes have easy escape routes, and you'll let her take them every single time. A woman who respects you may cry, but she also owns her actions. And if she doesn't, you have a choice. Stand firm or get played. Standing firm beats fake tears every time. And if you need a little humor while doing it, remember, tears are free, but dignity costs everything. Number 3, disrespecting you in public and calling them jokes. A man with dignity does not tolerate public humiliation. Not once, not ever. It starts small. A joke about your clothes, your job, your habits. Everyone laughs. She smirks. Relax, I was just joking. Reality check, it wasn't a joke. It was a test. Women don't publicly humiliate men they respect. If you laugh along to save face, you just trained her, I can disrespect him and he'll do nothing. Audience changes, but the message stays. You're being tested. And every time you let it slide, a piece of your dignity dies. A Stoic man handles it calmly. Don't joke about me in public. If you want to talk, we talk privately. Short, clear, no theatrics, sets a boundary, protects dignity, shows strength. Reality check, if she humiliates you publicly, she's showing everyone she fears no consequences. And if you do nothing, you just confirmed her power. Dignity is non-negotiable. And if you want more mental hacks like this, don't forget to subscribe to the Magnet Code, your front row seat to mastering attraction without trying too hard.
All right, gentlemen, buckle up. We're diving into behaviors 4 through 8, the sneaky, manipulative, respect-eroding moves that destroy relationships faster than a spoiler on opening night. And yes, we'll laugh, learn, and maybe even cry a little, but only for character development, not fake tears. 4. Using your love as leverage. Here's a line no woman should ever cross. Using your love against you. If you're a man of dignity, you never tolerate this. It looks like this. If you really loved me, you'd do this. Or maybe I should be with someone who appreciates me more. Or in silent mode, cold shoulders, withholding affection, making you feel like love is a prize you have to earn by obeying her whims. This isn't love, it's control. And men fall for it. They cave, jump through hoops, abandon boundaries. They call it compromise, making her happy. But here's the truth. You're training yourself to live as an emotional hostage, your worth determined by compliance. A Stoic man? He doesn't negotiate love like a used car. Love is a choice, not a contract. Emotional manipulation disguised as standards? Nope. He calmly calls it out. Withholding affection to control me isn't love. It's manipulation. I won't live in that kind of relationship. No begging, no arguing, just a clear boundary. Because a woman who truly loves you doesn't use love as a bargaining chip. And if she does, you're not in a partnership. You're in a power struggle. And power struggles have no place in real love. 5. Belittling your goals and passions. If you have purpose, never let anyone belittle it, especially the woman in your life. It starts subtle, a laugh at your business idea, teasing your hobbies, mocking your ambition to get fit or sharpen skills. But this is contempt in disguise. Undermining your goals says one thing: I don't believe in you. And tolerating it, that's you telling yourself the same thing. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Stop caring more about her opinion than you care about your vision." A Stoic man protects his purpose. It's the foundation of life, the fuel for your mission, the secret sauce that makes you more than just someone's boyfriend. It makes you a man. And here's the paradox. Women may test your commitment to your goals, but if you fold, she won't admire your sacrifice. She'll resent your weakness. Stand tall, chase purpose, and yes, occasionally laugh at the absurdity of someone thinking they can dim your light. And while you're leveling up, subscribe to the Magnet Code, because the game is always more fun when you're winning. 6.
testing your boundaries just to see if you'll break. Every man needs to understand this. If you allow a woman to test your boundaries without consequences, she'll lose all respect for you. It starts small, arriving late without apology, talking over you, dismissing your opinions with a smirk. That gut sting, that's your intuition screaming, not right. But you ignore it, telling yourself, it's no big deal. Reality check? Every time you let it slide, you teach her your boundaries are negotiable. And subtle tests escalate. Little slights become outright disrespect. Emotional games become threats. A Stoic man, he enforces boundaries early, calmly, consistently. He doesn't scream or beg. He simply says, that's not acceptable. If it continues, I won't stay. It's not control, it's self-respect. Marcus Aurelius, you have power over your mind, not outside events, and setting boundaries is taking that power back. Control yourself first. Respect yourself always. 7. Threatening to leave whenever she doesn't get her way. This is emotional blackmail 101. Men who tolerate it live in fear. Fear of upsetting her, fear of abandonment, fear of standing up for themselves. It sounds like this: maybe we shouldn't be together, or if you don't do this, I'm done. Or silently sulking, withdrawing, making you feel like the relationship is always one mistake away from ending. A Stoic man? He doesn't negotiate. He calmly gives her the door. Not out of spite, but self-respect. Love cannot survive when abandonment is a weapon. When you stop fearing her leaving, you stop being controlled. You start living like a man again, grounded, free, untouchable. And yes, maybe even sipping your coffee like a CEO while she pouts. It's all part of the growth. 8. Withholding affection to control you. This one cuts deep. Too many men tolerate it because they don't see it for what it is. It starts subtle. Less affection, less interest, pulling away emotionally or physically. But it only happens when she's upset with you, wants something, or tries to manipulate you. Suddenly, love becomes conditional, a reward for compliance. A Stoic man? He doesn't beg, chase, or crumble under emotional games. He calls it out. If you're upset, we can talk, but using affection as leverage isn't how I do relationships. Real love isn't transactional. It's not a reward for good behavior. If she only loves you when you comply, that's not love. It's control. And men who tolerate it, they train themselves to obey. Don't be that man. Gentlemen, these 8 behaviors are the silent killers of self-respect. If you've tolerated any of them, it's time to draw the line. A Stoic man sets boundaries and enforces them, calmly, confidently, without negotiation. So here's the challenge. Which of these 8 behaviors have you seen the most, and what did you do about it? Comment below with, I draw the line. Let's see how many men are ready to take back their respect. And if you want to master attraction without chasing, subscribe to the Magnet Code, because the game is always more fun when you're winning.